Center for New Era for Sustainable Leadership and Accountability initiative held a peaceful protest on the selection and appointment criteria process conducted for the position of permanent secretary in the country. According to the Executive Director, Center for Policy Advocacy and Leadership Development, Comrade Edwin Olorunfumi, Nigeria will only succeed if the center is given a mandate to carry out investigation and thorough background check on candidates for the position of permanent secretary. The system of conducting mere elementary tests should be stopped, as competency and credibility is the key ingredient tied to such position. Coming from one of the protesters, Mohammed Bassa, a civil servant who has passed through all the levels of civil service, has attained a position with the responsibilities on policy formulation and implementation. This alone is the highest level of competency, and such person should not be ridiculed through a mere elementary test.
If somebody has passed through all the levels of the civil service, we cannot say we want to take you to the height of your career as a civil servant, where you are responsible for policy formulation and implementation. Then we say we are testing you for elementary computer proficiency. It's wrong. It ridicules the entire service, because these are supposed to be the best of the best who are going to take Nigeria forward. So if we are going to be testing them for elementary roles, then we don't know what kind of policies are going to be coming out of such a service, and if that kind of service is fit for purpose for a 21st century society.
The center further advised the federal government to bestow on it the mandate to be part of the leadership selection process for equity, development, and good results.
My name is Comrade Edwin Olorunfemi, the Executive Director, Center for Policy, Advocacy, and Leadership Development. We are of the opinion that it is time for us to be part of the leadership selection process in Nigeria. We can't just sit back and watch people the government appoint people that we don't even know their credibility, their competence, and everything. So we are taking our time to at least go do background check for anybody that will be appointed. As the name of our organization implies, Center for New Era for Sustainable Leadership and Accountability initiative, we want to be part of every leadership process, and we saw an opportunity in the selection and appointment of the permanent secretary into 5 states of Ekiti, Ogun, Enugu, Nasarawa, Katsina, and Lagos. So we want to use this as a pilot project for our leadership selection, because we are of the belief that Nigeria will succeed if we, as citizens who believe in the system, put our effort and make ourselves stakeholder in the selection process. It's not expected that someone that has risen to the position of a director, at least they've sat for different examination. In that process, they should have at least identified those people as in those faults before now, not the aims of their career. They will now be sitting for ICT proficiency test. Okay, there is time bind already, because the examination is slated for 31st and 3rd and maybe I think 6th of June or something. Then we believe that since there is time limit already, we want the announcement, or maybe probably in the media, that they've cancelled the process, maybe collapse the written examination and ICT proficiency test, collapse it into oral interview and interactive section.
Zainab Ahmed, Voicetv, Nigeria.